The mess hall of Outpost Heliox 7 was normally loud, clattering plates, roaring laughter, the chaotic chorus of 100 species trying to eat without poisoning each other. But on this particular night, a strange hush settled over the place. Word had spread fast. The human was back. At a far corner table, a cluster of fresh recruits from the Vora Collective, scaled and slender, with luminous eyes and nervous tails, huddled together as the double doors hissed open. A massive silhouette stepped inside, his boots echoing on the durasteel floor. Sergeant Orion Hale. Human. Deathworlder. War hero. Survivor of 7 galactic campaigns. And, as the recruits whispered with dread and awe, the one who wrestled a Fermian war beast barehanded. Of course, that story wasn't exactly accurate, but humans had long given up correcting the rumors. Orion carried a tray topped with the bland nutrient blocks that passed for food on Heliox 7. Every species had its own dish. Humans got the only one capable of melting the bulkhead if it spilled. The young Vora recruits tensed as the man approached. Their squad leader, Lieutenant Kiras, turned anxiously. "Sergeant Hale," he croaked. "We did not expect." Orion dropped into the empty seat beside them. "Relax. I sit here because it's quiet. Not because I'm hunting lizards." The Vora froze. Orion blinked. "Joking." "Mostly." A few of the recruits looked moments away from shedding their skins and sprinting. "Sir," one recruit whispered, Rasik, identified by the silver band on his snout, "is it true you are from a Tier 1 Deathworld?" Orion sighed. "Yes. Earth qualifies." Another recruit, younger and trembling, leaned forward. "We have questions. Many questions." "That's new," Orion muttered, shoveling a glowing cube of protein brick. "Usually your kind avoids me." Lieutenant Kiras cleared his throat. "Permission to inquire about human war stories, sir." "Hell," Orion chuckled. "Permission granted." "Beginning the questions." Rasik tapped nervously at his datapad. "Sir, the first question. Is it true humans have predators that hunt you on your own planet?" "Yep." A stunned silence. "But why? Why do you stay there?" "It's home." Orion leaned back, watching their eyes widen. "We've got wolves, bears, sharks. Some animals hunt us because they are hungry, others because we annoyed them. Some just because we look at them funny." Kiras nearly dropped his cup. "You look at predators incorrectly, and they attack you." "Sometimes." Whispers rippled around the table like wind. Rasik swallowed. "Sir, how do your people survive such a world?" Orion shrugged. "We adapt. We build tools. We get knocked down, get back up, break the problem, fix the problem, try again. Humans aren't strong, fast, or armored. So we cheat. We invent." He tapped his temple. "We win up here. And through absolute stubbornness." The smallest recruit, Jali, asked in a tiny voice, "Is it true humans can eat anything?" Orion grinned. "Not anything. But compared to you? Yeah. We eat plants that are toxic to half this galaxy. Spices that could strip paint. Meat that would kill your microbes outright." Jali recoiled. "Why would you eat such things?" "Flavor." "Horror. Absolute horror." Middle. The war stories they weren't ready for. Rasik leaned in eagerly. "Sir, what is your most terrifying war memory?" "Terrifying for me, or terrifying for others?" The recruits exchanged nervous glances. "Either." Orion sighed, staring down at his nutrient block as if it held old ghosts.
Fine. I'll tell you one.
The Battle of Sorn's Belt.
They perked up.
Everyone knew the battle. It was in the archives, but the human perspective was rarely recorded. We were trapped on a drifting frigate, gravity gone, half the hull open to vacuum. Vents spraying atmosphere like fountains of ice. Enemy drones swarming the corridors.
He paused as their scales bristled. There were 12 of us left. We fought room by room, using mag boots and pulse rifles. Ammo ran dry fast. Eventually, I ran out. Charlie squeaked.
Sir, what did you do?
I improvised. His tone was so casual it took them a moment to process it.
What does that mean, in human terms?
Kira's asked carefully.
Swung a broken panel pipe at them until I got my hands on one of their plasma carbines. Took a hit to the shoulder, patched it with sealant, burned like hell, and kept going.
Rasik's jaw dropped.
You fought war drones with a pipe.
Didn't have a pipe at one point.
Used a fire extinguisher.
Kira's voice cracked. Why would you do that?
Because the alternative was dying, Orion said simply. And humans don't like that option.
Silence fell again.
Not fearful silence, respectful silence. But the worst was yet to come. The human pain thing. Charlie finally mustered the courage to ask the question everyone feared. Sir, is it true humans fight while injured?
Orion raised a brow.
You guys don't. No.
Charlie yelped.
When we are injured, we faint.
Heh.
Humans faint after.
He tapped his shoulder.
Took a plasma grazer.
Hurt like hell.
Kept fighting. Adrenaline's a hell of a drug. Rasik whispered. Sir, what is adrenaline? Fuel for doing very stupid things very fast. He resumed eating as the recruits stared at him like he was a force of nature. The story that stunned the room. But that's not the wildest thing, Orion said at last. You want terrifying. Rasik nodded vigorously. There was the incident on Core Station during the Fungal incursion.
The recruits stiffened. Everyone knew of the core fungus. A hive mind pathogen. A nightmare.
We were clearing spore hives in level 43. Narrow vents, dim lights, fungus everywhere. You couldn't tell if the floor was metal or living.
Kira's shuddered.
About halfway through, the fungus adapted.
It grew spines. Lots of them. Shot them like darts.
Myself and Corporal Nia took the front. Rasik whispered, That is suicide.
It was Tuesday, Orion said. They froze.
We burned through waves of the stuff.
But then, something big came out.
A swollen mass of tendrils, mouths, and eyes.
It tried to grab Nia.
So I grabbed her back. He paused, expression darkening. It latched onto my arm. Tried to tunnel inside. Charlie actually covered his face. What did you do? He squealed.
Tore it off.
Then I tore it apart. You tore a hive mind creature apart. Rasik choked.
Yeah. Took a while.
Ugly fight. Burned the spores after. Sir, Kira's whispered. With respect, that sounds impossible. Orion shrugged. We were there. We didn't have time for impossible.
He took another bite.
And that, kids, is how humans handle problems. And the lesson they never expected. The recruits sat in stunned silence. Not terrified. Not horrified. Awed. Finally, Rasik bowed his head. Sir, your people are not what we expected. The archives call humans reckless, impulsive, unstable.
Oh, we are, Orion smirked. But we're also cooperative, determined, protective. He looked around the table. One more thing, Orion added. They leaned in. Don't idolize us. Don't fear us.
Just remember this, every species has strength. Humans, ours is that we never quit.
He stood, stretching.
And if any of you want training, I'm running a combat drill at 0600. Voluntary.
None moved. None breathed. Then Rasik shot up.
I will attend. Jali hesitated, then raised his hand. I also will attend. One by one, every Vora recruit stood.
Orion smirked. Good. Bring water. And a towel.
And maybe a medical kit. You'll see why.
He walked away as the recruits buzzed with excitement.
Kira's whispered, he is terrifying.
Rasik corrected him softly.
No, he is human.
And on Outpost Heliox 7, that meant more than fear. It meant hope.